welcome to Tricia's Makeup World. If you're new to the channel, hi, I'm Tricia. I absolutely love playing around with colourful makeup, and today I'm going to be playing with it's probably one of my favourite palettes from Cosmic Brushes. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do a look that's probably not really in my comfort zone. I'm going to do, like, I don't know, there's so many ways of putting it. Natural, all clean, no makeup look. I'm going to attempt a look like that, and then we're going to go to the complete opposite end of the scale, and we're going to go like glamorous. Just playing with it's the Lovers palette by Cosmic Brushes. This is probably becoming one of my favourites from them. I think my all-time favourite is still the Winter Wonderland, the blue palette. I thought what we could do, play more with the neutrals, obviously, because it's meant to be neutral, natural, and we'll take it from there. I've got my base face on. I'm still using the Revolution Skin Silk foundation. As I've said before, I have quite dry skin, so this works quite well for me because it's a sort of a dewy, glowy foundation, and it's, I would say, probably sort of light to sort of medium coverage. Could probably maybe build it up a bit more, but I like it. It's fine. And we're just going to get stuck in. I'm going to probably just take these, just not something that I would tend to do. I'm going to go into this really sort of light neutral shade, and it's called Affection. And I'm probably just going to apply this all over my lid, just, you know, so that it's quite light and neutral. It's totally not something that I would do. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I'm in a hurry, I have seen me just grabbing a palette and just, you know, putting a shimmer over my lid, but it's usually a colourful shimmer. You know, I'm not really a neutral person at all. I do like my colour. Yeah, I'm just going to do that, and then I'm just going to take, sorry, I'm hiccuping here. This one here, it's like a sort of a goldy colour, and it's Faithful. I'm just going to tap that on over the lid, like so. Like so. And then I'm just going to take, this is more of a nudie lip shade. It's, again, probably not something I would lean towards. I'm more sort of pinky ready. This is a Be Perfect one. I'm not sure what shade it is. I'm just going to apply this. So, yeah, it's too nudie looking for me. And then I'm going to take one of my Julie Beauty blushes. This is probably not a blush that people would use, but because it is quite sort of pinky ready, but we're not going to go too intense. I'm just going to give myself a light sort of wash of colour basically on my cheeks, so there's something there, like so. And then I'm going to take, it's just my P. Louise mascara. Now a lot of people would probably just be, that's me done. No, I have to still put eyelashes on. This is just a P. Louise. I think it's a No Cry or Cry Baby, it's something like that. Just apply this to my lashes. A lot of people, that would be it for them. No, I still have to put a lash on. If I'm going to do a no makeup look, it's got to be on my terms. So I've picked a lash that's probably as natural as we're going to get, and I'm going to apply it with the dual lash. It's quite sort of, yeah, natural looking. And I'm just using the dual lash glue. hair's looking quite big, isn't it? I've got one of these like Dyson Airwrap dupe things and I've been testing it out on my hair. It's maybe just a bit big. But then again, I'll eventually settle down when I go out and about, so I'm probably best to leave it like this. I'm just going to apply, yeah, these are probably the most natural sort of looking lash that I have. So I've got a little bit more length. And that's basically it. For me, it's maybe just, I just don't feel like I've got enough makeup on. But I thought, you know, we'll give it a try, we'll see what we think, we'll see what, you know, you guys think as well. Is this for me? I don't really think so. But this is the first look, you know, trying to be all natural, no makeup look. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll jump off, take this look off, and I'll be back to film the next look. Bye! And I'm back again, and I've gone in and actually put on a lip colour that I like. It's a Julie Beauty one, it's in the shade Ember. I will put my link down in the description because I'm affiliated with her. You should check her out, she's always got great deals on all the time. And we're just going to get stuck right in, and we're going to jump into the colour. Something I'm a little bit more familiar with. I think kind of like, do I want to do blue pink or green pink? I'm kind of sort of thinking maybe blue pink. I think we'll maybe do the blue in the inner and the pink towards the outer of my eye. And we're going to go in with an angled brush, and we're going to start off with this shade down here, the light blue one, which is called Values. And I'm just going to start mapping out the shape that I want. This is definitely more me. I've said before, I mean, I like colour. Blues, pinks, purples, even greens are probably, yeah, my go-tos for when I'm doing makeup looks. I try to basically tie it in with what I'm wearing. I know I'm wearing pink and I'm putting blue on, but we are going to, the outer bit's going to be sort of pinky, so it should tie in okay. And then I'm going to deepen it a little bit with a tealy one, and that is called Partnership. I'm just going to, like so. And do the same at the other side. Now you could have gone in with the darker one if you wanted it to be a little bit more intense, you know. I just kind of did it the opposite way. It just depends what kind of mood I'm in. Sometimes I'll want it to be quite intense, and then other times no, I'm looking for it to be a bit more softer. So I'll start with the lighter shade. Probably on my outer, I'll probably go with the darker and then into the lighter, because on the outer part of my eye I do like it to look a bit more intense. Leaning a bit more just to make sure. That's okay, and then what I'm going to do is go in with the light blue and just lightly, softly over it, just to buff it out a bit. Yeah, that looks this angled brush off a bit. That's fine. We're then going to go into this one. And this is almost like a, I don't know, like sort of a maroony, purpley sort of shade, and it's called Harmony. And I'm just gonna do a little down, bring it around halfway, because we'll probably go back in with the blue in the inner part of my eye. And do the same at the other side. Bring it down and around again, probably about halfway, and it's trying to make sure that these flicks are even. I think that's not, that's maybe a little bit. I think that's maybe about even. And then I'm going to take a different fluffy brush, and we're just going to go between these two pink ones and just create a little bit of a blend, you know, just a little bit. Same on the other side. And then go into the lighter one. So that one there was Attraction, and I'm now going into Unconditional. Like so. And then what I'm going to do is that light blue shade, I'm going to take this down to meet and do the same at the other side. Like that. That's fine. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a flat brush and I'm going to go into the shimmer here, which is called Connection, and I really like this. This one is so pretty. It's like a multi-chrome. It looks pink, it looks blue, it looks purple, it looks gold. It's really pretty. And I'm just following that shape basically. I'm not going to bring it right across, I'll do that. And do the same at the other side. And up. Like so, and then I'm going to flip it. And I think we're going to go into this one. Just like a sort of a purpley gold one, and I'll just get the edges, just raise it a bit, do the same on the other side. And then I think for my inner part of my eye, I think I'm going to take this one, and just in the corners, like so. That's fine. And then I think I might actually go in with a liner. Now these are Odin's Eye ones I have. I think they're meant to be kind of similar to Colourpop, but I believe Colourpop's probably better. And I'm just going to have a look to see what I think. Oh, I might go in with this blue one. This blue one's a possibility. What about this green colour one? That looks quite nice as well, actually. That one, oh, we've got a light blue. That looks quite nice as well. I think we're going to go in with the one that I've got in my hand. This one. I'm going to put this in my waterline. I'm going to attempt to. We'll see if it does. Some of them work really, really well and others don't. Notice that with them. That's how I'm like, yeah, they're not as good as Colourpop. I don't always put something in my waterline because sometimes it can aggravate me. Go through phases where I do it. At the moment, it's been fine. It's not been bothering me. I don't even know if that's done anything. I think it has a little bit. And then we're going to take my mascara again, just a P. Louise one. What we used earlier. I've been quite enjoying this one. I got this in a set. If you, I think it's maybe a couple videos back, you'll see and I'm using like a pink palette and like little blushes that are quite cute. A fair bit on the bottom lashes because with it being quite a colourful, dramatic look, I want quite big long lashes. And then I'm going to put false lash as well. Taking a different one. This one's a little bit more, slightly more dramatic than the last one. And again, I'm going to go in with my dual lash. I think this is beginning to run out. I might have to order more of this. Quite similar to a tatty lash. These are just ones off of the TikTok shop. You get various different ones in a big box. I do find these are quite similar to a tatty lash that I used to wear all the time. I wouldn't wear any other lash. These are quite similar, I think. Just a little bit. Making sure that it's sitting right and it's not sitting weird on us. I don't think it's sitting a little bit strange. Oh, sometimes I have good eyelash days and then other days not so great. I think that might be it now. Got glue all over my finger from messing about with it. Got maybe just a little bit of transfer. And I've put mascara in my hair now that I'm looking closer. Just gonna. That's a bit better. And then I'm going to go into my Jolie Beauty cream blush. I really like these. I find this quite similar to Cosmic Brushes ones. I love Cosmic Brushes ones. They're a really nice formula. There we go. Is it being a bit more colourful? A little bit more colour, definitely on the cheeks. And then I'm just going to take one of the shimmer shades from here and we're going to use it as a highlight. And I think I'm going to go into this one down here. Just kind of put over my cheeks. Really lightly. Like so. And that's that. I'll just keep that here actually. This is the second look. What look did you like best? Did you like the sort of natural, no makeup look? Or do you prefer a really glamorous, colourful look? Comment down below, what was your favourite? I absolutely love playing around with this palette. It's one of my favourites. I mean, to be honest, I don't think there's actually been a Cosmic Brushes palette that I haven't particularly, I mean, okay, I don't really lean towards using the neutrals palette as much, but all of our other palettes, love them, love them. This is really up my street with the pinks and the blues and the greens, love it. And like I said, you know, if you're not a fan of colour, there is a section here that's more sort of neutral. If you want to experiment with colour, you could always put, you know, your more neutral shades on the outer and put maybe pink or a blue or a green, you know, into your inner to experiment with. Really like this palette a lot. But anyway, I'll be back again next week with a new video. I'm not quite sure what. Not been very many new releases that I've been keen on. We'll see what next week brings. And I'll just see you all again next week. Bye!